talks that could have ended the ongoing teacher strike collapsed earlier this evening, setting the stage for a long-drawn standoff. Officials of the teachers union Knut walked out of the meeting after at least 8 hours of talks with the government side. Well, the government says it is ready to resume negotiations, but only after Knut calls off the teacher strike. Knut, on the other hand, is vowing to continue with the strike until its demands are met. Well, KTN's senior reporter Rita Tinina begins our coverage tonight.
After days of a hardline stance against negotiations, top officials of the Kenya National Union of Teachers ate humble pie and agreed to meet the government for negotiations over their demands. The talks brought together officials from the Ministry of Labour, the Teachers Service Commission, the Salaries and Remuneration Commission, the Ministry of Education and the National Treasury. The meeting, which kicked off at 10 a.m., was slated to take no more than 3 hours, but it went on for more than 7 hours, with the two sides remaining deadlocked. From time to time, the opposing sides walked out of the meeting to consult. At one point, Knut demanded that the Salaries and Remuneration Commission officials be excluded from the meeting.
Narudi tunamaliza. Give watoto watasoma.
Labour Cabinet Secretary Kazungu Kambi also left the meeting shortly after the parties resumed for the second round of talks in the afternoon. He returned 2 hours later. From the union's side, shortly after 7 p.m., the talks collapsed after Knut officials walked out of the meeting.
When they came this afternoon, they were saying they had good news. But the good news to us was there was a court order, and that court order is barring negotiations.
The government said it was ready to resume talks with Knut, but on condition.
The Knut are supposed to call off the strike and have not done that. So we cannot go on, because doing that will be breaking the law, and I cannot do that.
Knut insists the government has not put any offer on the table and is vowing to continue with the strike.
We are urging all the leadership countrywide to intensify their strike activities.
Kupet officials who were scheduled to meet the government at 2:30 p.m. were kept waiting as the government and Knut tried to reach a consensus behind closed doors. The officials are now expected to meet with the government on Thursday. Rita Tinina, KTN.